Je suis sûr que Monsieur Thomsen, qui est le conférencier suivant, Mr. Thomsen, Mr. Thomsen, well, I will let you introduce yourself. I know you are coming from Denmark, from Green Key. You will speak about Green Key and about your company. Yeah. So I let you start.
Thank you.
I give you the pointer and I will switch to your.
Okay, let me start. I don't know. Do I speak loud enough for the translation? First of all, thank you, AMFORHT. Thank you, Stéphane, for accepting me to come here today to be able to speak a little bit about what we do and why we have become a member of AMFORHT. Because I'm not representing the academic world, I'm not representing the hospitality industry. So why is this Viking here today to actually to feel that I have something in common with you? Well, that's what I want to try to explain a little bit with my presentation. So first of all, I'm representing a non-profit organization, an international charity called the Foundation for Environmental Education. And my organization is a little bit more than 30 years old. And the reason why we were established was because of the environmental education. But since we started, we've also had programs that are related to ecotourism. First, we had the Blue Flag program for beaches and marinas. Perhaps many of you know it. There are many Pavillon Bleu beaches and marinas around France and elsewhere in Europe and the world. And since 1994, the Green Key program was started based on the same philosophy. So it's an award for the hotels or the tourism facilities if they work with their environmental and sustainability standards. We also have 3 programs that are purely school-based programs, so they really just belong to the formal education. But pay attention to one of them, Eco Schools, because I'm gonna return to that later. It's an environmental management system for schools. So just a little bit about Green Key. This year we have 25 years of anniversary. We started off only as a program in Denmark, not by my organization, the Foundation for Environmental Education, but developed by the Danish Hotel and Restaurant Association. But since 2002, it became part of our international network, and it is spread through our member organizations. Already back in 1998, it was established here in France, so it's also been working here or been in function here for a long time. Since 2010, we formalized cooperation with different hotel chains, the Radisson, Starwood, which is now Marriott, NH Hotel Group, and so on. So today we have the situation, we have more than 3,000 awarded establishments in 57 countries. And after the Netherlands, France is the one with the second most establishments. This is where we are, very strong in Europe, Middle East, Northern Africa, and in Mexico. But we are not alone on the market. There are also other eco labels working, so we are in a competition. So in other parts of the world, we are not yet as strong. And we are not just for hotels. We are in fact having six different categories. But as you can see, hotels are actually 70% of all the awarded establishments. We work with 13 different sets or categories or sections of criteria. So water saving, energy saving, and so on, falling into environmental management. But for us, equally important, because we are an educational organization, is of course the training of the staff on environmental and sustainability issues, the awareness to the guests, the work with the suppliers, and so on. And there is a standardized way to get the Green Key. You send in an application, you have to be having an on-site audit, and then there is always an independent body who takes the decision regarding the award. And you have to go through that process every year and get in order to get the green key. These are who we work with. I already mentioned some international hotel chains, and we are proud to be a new member of AMFORHT since only 1 year. Our criteria are internationally recognized by the Global Sustainable Tourism Council. We work with UN organizations and universities and so on. So as I said, we're a new member of AMFORHT, and why are we why are we a member of them? Well, it's quite obvious maybe that staff in Green Key awarded hotels, they come from hospitality schools before, and of course, if we could even start help schools to even more have sustainability on the agenda, because it's our belief that that becomes quite important onwards, then of course it will help later that when people start getting employed in the schools, in the businesses, then of course they are already aware of sustainability as an issue. And of course, I would also love if a Green Key is more known. It is still already the biggest eco label in the world for hotels. But of course, if there are more ways that we can promote sustainability in general and Green Key, of course, it would be great. Because we have the Eco Schools program, which is a formal school-based program. We've had that also for many, many, many years. And we have in the past 10 years been developing a new part of the Eco Schools program called Green Campus or Eco Campus program. And we've developed it for universities, basically. But of course, Eco Campus for universities, the next step is to work with hospitality schools. So what we want is not just to introduce into the education sustainability, but also, in fact, showcase it in the hospitality schools by having the school itself working with its sustainability. So that's the reason why our two programs can work together here, Eco Schools or Eco Campus and Green Key. And of course, you will be the target group with the international hospitality schools or hospitality schools in general. So basically, the Eco Campus program has 7 steps, environmental management system steps. And we already have some quite well recognized universities, especially in Ireland, that have gone through it, have reached the Eco Campus award. But as I said, we would also like to introduce this to hospitality schools. And we have already contact with one school, with École Hôtelière de Lausanne. I don't know if I pronounce it correctly. And we are trying to, or we have as ambition to try to develop this initiative, because again, it's also a little bit new for us at the foundation. We don't know exactly how to do this. And EHL is very interested in fact, introducing this new initiative. So really, the purpose of this presentation is also to say, and if any other schools are interested in working with us, we would of course be really, really happy to keep you informed and keep you engaged. I think that's it. We are just 2 people in the international office, and then we have a lot of national offices around the world. But do get in touch with us if you're interested.
Thank you, Finn.
Is it possible to ask questions?
Of course.
Can you tell me what is your relation with the European Ecolabel? I don't know if you know that, because my school is Bordeaux, we have hotel and restaurant, and we are the only, I think that we are the only French school which has the European Ecolabel for the hotel and the restaurant. But they cannot deliver Ecolabel for school. So the school is considered as conference room of the hotel. So what are your links with the European Ecolabel?
are competitors. That's the reality. We are not like trying to fight each other because when it comes to hotels, there are so many hotels around the world without any eco-label. Oh, sorry, I need to turn on the microphone. But of course, we like to talk to any other eco-label, but I don't think the European eco-label is so interested. They have so many other products that are more central for them than accommodation. So we don't have a cooperation with them.
And how much does it cost to get the green key?
To get the green key for a hotel, yeah, that depends on the national from country to country. But I would say it's about 700 euro, 700-800 euro per year. Yeah.
Per year.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Microphone, please.
To identify the best practices and what are the leverages, the best way to go fast in doing the best?
Yeah, I think it's important that we are not specialists on every detailed subject within our program, but we do have contact to universities and so on in order to try to get best practice examples. And I also imagine that we, through this project, we can even develop it more, these best practice examples.
You mentioned University of Surrey, for example, so they do things like this with you guys?
Yeah, they work with us on benchmarking and so on.
Every day since the students enter the school until he leaves the school. Because we think that sustainable development is not teaching, but it's comportment, attitude. So if the students, they don't learn the attitude from the first day to the last one, they will not be able to practice the sustainable development. So we created a special program on that. So we can keep in contact. Okay.
I would like to ask you for the criteria. Is there anyone related to a course for sustainable tourism or sustainable development course for universities to get the flag?
No.
I think it's so important.
No. We don't have we are planning to create what we call a fee university, so the organization Foundation for Environmental Education, where we would like to give courses and so on. But at the moment, it's there are several of our national coordinators who give lectures in hospitality schools and so on, but it's not like coordinated internationally. But I think with this program here, with this initiative, we will be able to develop it.
Similar to Eco-École. It is similar with Eco-École. The standards of your label.
The standards of the Eco Campus program is similar as Eco-École or Eco Schools, as it's called internationally. Yes.